Welcome to Hoops High, Chicago's leader in youth-produced sports broadcasting and youth media education. Hoops High is produced by high school students learning the skills of professional broadcasting. Hoops High is the flagship program of Free Spirit Media and is made possible in partnership with After School Matters, the Chicago Public Schools, and Chicago Access Network Television. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Moore, and I'm here at Westlake House for the Hoops High Free Throw Classic All-Star Game. Today we have the West Haven All-Stars versus the Hoops High All-Stars. Please stay tuned for more Hoops High.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Michael Ingram.
And I'm Kavonte Sneed.
And we're here at Weston House for the first annual Hoops High Free Throw Classic All-Star Game, where we have the West Haven All-Stars versus the Hoops High All-Stars. So, Q, who do you think is going to be, what do you think are going to be some of the highlights in the game?
Some of the highlights, man, I think it's just going to be a lot of fast break. You know, get out in the court and run and get a couple of dunks in, you feel me? Get us a little excited over here, you feel me? And they're going to come out here and play ball.
I think one of the players to watch out for the West Haven is number 6, Marlon Jones. When he was warming up, he was throwing down some dunks and making a lot of his shots. That's going to be a pretty good thing. All around, I think both teams is going to have some star players. I just really want to see some dunks, some alley-oops or something.
True.
That'd be a pretty good thing.
Yeah, most definitely. Feel me? Get me jumping out of my seat.
Yeah, you know, that'd be a pretty good thing.
No doubt.
You see Trayvon Prophet, Daryl Nullum, Quandis Jackson, Demontre Enos, and Darius Mason will be the starting five for the Hoops High All-Stars. This is going to be a pretty good thing.
Yeah,
I just really want to see some dunks, man. That'd be. Yeah. I want to see some LeBron dunks, some D-Wade dunks, some something.
I'm excited.
And the starting five for West Haven is number 0, Timothy Triplett, number 8, Tawan McNair, number 6, Marlon Jones, number 1, Michael Matthews, and number 5, Arion Hurd.
It looks like it's going to be a good game, man. You got two big men right here, you feel me?
Two athletic big men at that.
Getting ready for the tip-off.
Daryl Nullum and Marlon Jones.
Both of them got good guard play. It's going to be an exciting game.
Yes, and then Daryl looks like he like 2 inches shorter than Marlon, so this will be a pretty good game in the whole. I never knew Marlon was that tall. Until today. And Daryl Nullum wins the tip-off. Trayvon gets the ball. And Trayvon is called for a backcourt already. The game just started. That's your CA, buddy. Number 0, Timothy Triplett with the ball. And it's stolen by number 10, Trayvon. Trayvon to the basket. Trayvon with the fake and is blocked stripped by number 0, Timothy Triplett. Daryl Nullum was calling for an alley-oop. That would have been a great way to start the game off. Trayvon for 3. And he misses. Trayvon is kind of like Mr. Automatic from 3. He don't really miss a lot of threes, so I think they should step up on that. Timothy with the ball. He passes it to Tawan. Tawan gets it stripped, but gets it back. I'm sorry, Michael with the ball. Marlon with the ball. Marlon kicks it out to Arion. Arion for the dunk, and it's good.
A little simple one-hander. Should have put it down a little harder, though.
Yeah, big man to big man. That's going to be a threat in the hole today. Darius for 3. No good. Demontre Enos almost had a putback already. Number 0, Timothy Triplett with the ball. He's pushing it up the court. Marlon Jones is calling for it. Timothy to the basket. Kicks it out to number 8.
Great drive.
Yeah, it's number 8, Tawan, and it's good. Quandis with the ball. He passed it to Demontre. Demontre passes to Trayvon. Trayvon for 3, and it's no good. Trayvon is just really shooting a lot of threes.
Man, he just going to come out here and have fun, man. He ain't even try to do too much.
Big man falls. Big man Misses the layup. Big man gets his rebound back. Marlon with a great layup.
AKA Pookie.
Marlon Jones. He attended Orr last year. Not sure if he's going to go back to his old school Crane or what. Trayvon with the ball. Trayvon going to do a pull-up. Oh, Trayvon with the crossover. Trayvon kicks out to DeMontre. DeMontre for 3. And it's oh, wow.
Great crossover.
Great crossover by your CA, buddy. Oh, DeMontre with the block.
Yes. West Haven is up 6-0.
Yes, DeMontre with a great block. Timothy with the ball. Timothy gives it to Taiwan, and Taiwan misses the layup. Trayvon with the ball. Trayvon pushing the ball up the court. Is Trayvon going to keep it? Trayvon with the hesitation. Trayvon setback, and it's no good. Out of bounds. It just looks like everybody is having a lot of fun today. I mean, that's just the most important part. If you give me a dunk, I'll be pretty happy. Darius with the steal. He throws an outlet ahead of DeMontre. He knows DeMontre passes to Darius. Darius passes to Durrell. Durrell passes to DeMontre. DeMontre for 3, and it's no good. Durrell with the rebound. Durrell gets it stolen. Timothy with the ball. Timmy throws it away. Quanis with the ball. Quanis with the hesitation. Quanis passes it to DeMontre. DeMontre for a 3 on his air ball.
DeMontre is way off today, man.
The big man Marlon with the easy layup. I mean, with the easy rebound. Marlon is a pretty tall kid, man. And he just reached up with no problem. Number 1, Michael misses his 3. And number 8, Taiwan McNary gets the ball and puts it up for a layup. Quanis with the ball. Quanis sizing them up. Quanis for 3, and it's no good. The Hoops High All-Stars just can't seem to make a basket right now. Arion with the ball. Passes it to number 1, Michael, in his block. Durrell with the block.
You are watching Hoops High. Remember, you can watch Hoops High every Saturday at 8 o'clock on CAN TV, Channel 19, for all the hottest high school sports action around.
Trayvon with the ball. Trayvon with the size up on the big man. Trayvon with the crossover. Trayvon passes to Durrell. Is Durrell going to dunk it? Durrell kicks it out to his North Mondale buddy. DeMontre, and it's no good. DeMontre misses the 3. Durrell with the rebound is blocked by number 5, Arion Hurd. Is he going to dunk it? What is he going to do? Is he going to dunk it? Double pump layup. Score is 10-0 with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left. 15 minutes and 25 seconds left, I'm sorry. Quanis with the ball. Quanis overthrows DeMontre,
Hoops High just went on to make them 3 subs real quick.
Yeah, there's something the whole 5.
Oh, the whole 5, my bad.
You got Cortez subbing in. You have Devin Weathers. You have number 10. What's number 10 name? Is that Demetria Kington? Yes. And then you have Malik. This is pretty fun. My God. Off the backboard. And they get the rebound back. Devin gets the rebound. Baby D Rose. He passes it to number 6. Number 6 passes it to Malik, and it's good.
And they finally get their 2 points.
Finally. Getting ready to sub into the game is the Big Baby O'Neill's, number 7. Tyshawn Curry, TC. Number 3, Patrick McCown. Number 2, Malik Barnhart. Number 4. I don't have number 4. Oh, Deion Mayfield. Trayvon with the oh no, I'm sorry.
Hoops High is produced by high school students learning to be professional broadcasters. All of the camera work, announcing, and directing, and everything else is done by young students.
This is just a playful game. No one's taking it serious. TC, Tyshawn Curry really don't step out for 3s.
I was finna say the big man.
See, he really doesn't step out for 3s. He just stays in the hole a lot.
Yeah, man, they just gonna come out and have fun. You feel me? This is an all-star game, man. You don't supposed to come out here and try to hurt yourself. You supposed to come out here, play ball, and have fun. And that's what they doing. As you see, the West Haven bench They just laugh and talking. Having fun, man.
Yeah, that's all. That's really what an All-Star game is. You don't really want to take it too serious. It's just, some dunks and just having fun. Devin Weathers with the ball. He's pushing the ball up the court. He gives it to one of the Celtics players, number 6, Terrence Jones. Terrence Jones gives a big Cortez. Cortez for 3, and it's good.
Big homie. The big
Cortez, who used to play for the Suns, a.k.a. Collins Academy. The little guy, number 4. Number 8 with the ball. He puts it up, and it's good.
He getting off. He got 8.
All right. Devin Weathers, yeah, he's doing a pretty good job of scoring. Number 6, Terrence Jones with the shot, and it's no good. Malik with the rebound. Malik gives it to Devin. Devin gives it to Dimitri. Dimitri for 3, and it's an air ball. Devin for 3, and it's no good. Air ball. That's 2 straight air balls in a row. That's crazy. Number 4, Deion Mayfield. He's a junior. He's pushing the ball up the court. He goes around the pick from Tyshawn Curry. Oh, the big man, number 8 with the spin. Gets his own rebound, and it's good. He got 10 points.
Free Spirit Media strives to give students a voice and is associated with True Star Magazine. You can check them out at www.truestar.com. Remember, True Star is where teens speak the truth. Check out the HoopsHIGH column and True Star Magazine.
Cortez for 3 again, and it's no good. Malik with the ball. Oh, Malik loses the ball. Malik Barnyard, he's a sophomore. That's Malik Barnyard. No, he's a junior. I'm sorry. He attends Al Arabi. Oh! Number 4, Deion Mayfield with a 3, and he gets the steal. Deion with the ball again, and he misses. Malik with the ball. Malik on the drive, and it's blocked by the other Malik. Malik Madlock. Devin with the ball. Devin on the sides up. Devin. Oh, wide open for 3. Devin for 3. And it's no good. Dimitri.
Oh. They just double blocked that.
Keep talking.
Now you got Demetrius going to the line. Feel me?
That's Demetria Kington, who used to play who plays for the Mavericks, a.k.a. Mathers.
He knocks his first free throw down.
Slapping back into the game. This is the starting 5 again. This is a pretty good game. I still haven't seen any dunks yet, so I really want to see some dunks.
Yes. With that being said, we're going to toss to our sideline reporter, Tiffany Moore.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Moore, and I'm here with Coach Banks. So, Coach Banks, this is the first ever All-Star game for the HoopsHIGH Free Throw Classic. So how do you think it's going so far?
Well, I think it's going pretty good. Anytime you can get, a lot of kids out here, get them off the street, get them on the court playing the game they love to play, it's a blessing. So I think Jimmy Sanders doing a really good job, with the tournament. So, I appreciate that. So it's a good thing.
Also, I know you're a coach, so you talked about getting the boys off the street. Does your team do anything extra to help your boys stay off the streets, and do you guys mandate any type of rules for them?
Well, we mandate them to be, good student athletes at all times. School first, basketball obviously second. We try to go all year round. We give them some programs to keep them busy. We incorporate other sports for them, such as cross country and things of that nature to keep them active and busy. So, it's going pretty good, though.
Well, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the game.
All right, thank you.
Now back to our announcers.
Subbing into the game is number 1, Trayvon Prophet. The little guy, number 1. Is this number 1? No, number 0, Timothy Triplett with the ball. A big man down low, Marlon Jones with the shot, and it's no good. Trayvon with the rebound. Trayvon with the crossover. Trayvon passes the girl, his overthrow. Oh, and it's foul.
Is it foul? No,
Is it foul?
it's just out of bounds.
Out of bounds. He like he ran into him.
Yeah. The score is 19-9. West Haven way.
I think one of the players that Hoops High should watch out for is number 9, Monte Hawkins. He attends North Lawndale. He's a dribbler. He has a quick crossover. Called him the dribbling machine. That's all he can do is dribble.
Good D, good D.
Yeah, it's great D. Trayvon for 3.
You know he gonna shoot.
Yeah, he'll shoot it. I don't think he gonna pass the ball either. I think he's just gonna catch the ball from 3 and shoot it. Trayvon Prophet with the 3. Timothy with the ball, pushing up the court. Gets to Marlon. Is Marlon gonna dunk? Marlon for the layup. Marlon Jones, a junior, with the layup. Quantis with the ball. Quantis gives it to Demontre. Demontre Enos for 3, and it's no good. Darius Mason with the rebound, and it's no good. Durrell with the rebound, and it's no good. Demontre with the rebound, and it's no good. Darius,
Great hustle, man, by both sides.
A dunk. Oh, Marlon Jones with the dunk. Yes, that's a dunk, a rim shaker, and a wrist breaker. Trayvon with the ball. Trayvon throws outside.
What was that?
Yes. It's kind of weird seeing Monte Hawkins play against his team. Well, some people that go to their school, number 7, Daryl Nullman, number 8, Demontre Enos. I think he should have on a purple jersey. What you think? See, watch this. Dribbling. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't keep dribbling. Is Demontre going to put it off the backboard for Daryl? Daryl. Daryl trying to be a playmaker. Oh, and Darius Mason with a great layup. Out of bounds on Demontre Enos.
Daryl should have dunked that, man.
Yeah, I think he should have too. He should at least did something. Not pass the ball out, you know. Timothy with the ball. They calling for a oop. Marlon Jones with the ball. Daryl Nullum with the block, but he's fouled by number 8, Demontre Enos.
True. HoopsHIGH is in the flagship program of Free Spirit Media and is run in partnership with After School Matters, the Chicago Public Schools, CAN TV. This is a team effort all around, and we are grateful for our partners who make this possible.
Marlon Jones with the missed free throw. Marlon to the line for a second, and it's good. Gives his team a 10-point lead. Trayvon Prophet with the ball. Trayvon not going to pass the ball. Is he going to size up for 3 or is he going to drive?
Look, he's playing against his homie.
Demontre for 3.
They just shooting.
Yeah, that's all they're going to do. I want to see a oop. I got a dunk. I want to see a oop now.
And one.
Demontre with the and-1 basket. Put it on the board. Jamie Sanders telling the subs to come in.
Subbing in the whole 5. But we still got Demontre at the line for his and-1 as he get ready to shoot.
And it's good.
And it's good.
Oh, wait, that didn't count? Or?
Yeah, that counted.
Oh.
Score is now 24-17, still West Haven way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Demontre usually wears mismatched shoes, but today he decided not to wear. Number 4, Deion Mayfield with the ball. He passes it to the big man down low, number 8. Taiwan with a great shot, and it's good.
Taiwan doing his thing, man. That's 12 points.
Yes.
He look like a little bit of me and Melo down there bullying people, you feel?
Dimitri for 3, and it's no good. Tyshawn Curry with the rebound.
Yes. And keep up with the game action and HoopsHIGH crew with Twitter. Just search HoopsHIGH FSM and follow us.
And you can search me, Michael Ingram, at solo_kid8. You can follow Q at
One Trey Crazy.
School him, Q. How you spell One Trey?
You feel me? You started off with the 1, then you spell the Trey out, Tray, and then Trey. I mean Crazy. My bad.
Oh, number 6. Terrence Jones almost loses his balance, and he gets the layup. Big Cortez with the block. Terrence Jones pushing the ball up the court. What is he going to do?
Oh.
Step back. Oh, he airballed. Number 8. Taiwan with the ball. Taiwan with the hero.
Oh.
And it's good off the glass. That's something you'll see on 2K.
Taiwan, man. He getting off, short.
Cortez with the ball. Cortez passes to Devin. Devin wide open for 3. And it's no good. Cortez with the rebound. Wow. Did you see how high he jumped for that?
Yeah.
He's a big man that shoots a lot of threes. Meets you with the ball. Passes it to, Terrence Jones for the missed 3. Malik with the rebound. Malik kicks it back out to Terrence. Terrence gives it to Devin. Devin gives it to Cortez. Cortez for 3. And it's no good. He overthrows Malik Bayard. Oh, if he would have dribbled, that would have been nice. Terrence with the ball. He passes it to Cortez. Cortez takes it up over Tyshawn Curry, and it's good.
Yes, Cortez is the leading scorer for Hoops High All-Stars. He has 5 points.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody is scoring, man. Everybody, you feel me, having fun, playing ball.
Yes. Jimmy Sanders told us it was going to be a good matchup, and it really is. West Haven is winning by 9 now. Score is 21-29. Number 8, Taiwan McNary has 14 points, and he's the leading scorer. Devin Weathers passes it to Terrence Jones. Terrence Jones sides up on Malik Bayard. Malik passes it to Dimitri. Dimitri passes it to Devin. Devin with size up Devin for 3, and it's blocked by number 3, Patrick McKeon, who calls for an outlet, and it's stolen by Devin Weathers. Devin with the ball. Devin throws it off number 4, Deion Mayfield, foot.
Yeah, man, they trying to get up the court.
Yeah, I want to see a dunk from the Hoops High All-Stars. I got one from West Haven All-Stars. I want to see a dunk now from Hoops High.
Yeah, they should open the court up for Coach Cortez and just let him get
Cortez or Daryl Nuller. One of them.
Yeah, Durham on the bench right now, getting a little break. Feel me? Then he gonna come back in and do his thing.
Tyshawn Curry with the ball,
Oh.
and he's fouled
Yes.
by number 9, Malik Madlow.
With 23 seconds left in the first half, West Haven is up 30-21.
Tyshawn to the line, and he misses his first free throw. Tyshawn to the line for a second free throw, and he misses. Devin Weathers with the ball. Devin gives to Malik. Malik Cortez. Is it gonna count? Wow.
Yeah, that was a good first half, man.
Yes,
Both
and that's
teams came
halftime.
out, man, they playing ball. They having fun.
I'm having fun. I actually want to see a dunk from the Hoops High All-Stars. Either DeMontre Enos, Cortez Matthews, or Daryl Nuller. That'd be a pretty good thing.
Yeah, I don't really care who dunk. I just want to see it, man.
Yeah, you see Marlon Jones got me a dunk in the beginning. So, yeah.
As you see, West Haven bench. Now you see Hoops High bench. Now you see Trayvon telling his team what they should do. I guess, to have a little more fun. Probably get a big one.
And with that being said, I'm going to toss to my sideline reporter, Tiffany Moore.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Moore, and I'm here with Coach Oliver. So, Coach, your boys are down by 9 points. So, how do you feel?
I mean, we right here where we want to be. We just going to go a little bit hard in the second half and try to get right over the hump.
So, this is the first ever annual Hoops High Free Throw Classic All-Star Game. So, how does it feel to be a hosting coach?
Oh, it feels good. I'm very proud and excited for Jimmy Sanders to invite me out to coach in the first annual Hoops High All-Star Game.
So, also, I understand that your boys, they're down, but is there anything good that you see with your boys when they play at?
Oh, yeah, I see that they having fun. They playing together, no one playing selfish. So, I mean, in the second half, I think we'll bring it together and pull out the win.
So I noticed in the first half, a lot of your boys had a lot of missed threes and a lot of easy points. So you said they were playing together, but it kind of seems like out on the floor they're taking it off of themselves.
Well, I mean, it's a group of guys that don't know each other. It's an all-star game, so I mean, they having fun, but at the same time, you know, they still playing together. So I think they gonna bring it in the second half.
Well, okay. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck in the second half. Now I'm gonna toss it to a PSA.
You're rocking with Amari Stoudemire, and you're watching Hoops High. Watch it or watch nothing.
Behind the scenes of Hoops High, it's more than interviews and replays. The crew contributes 110% in setup and production.
While we have fun, we are also very serious about getting the job done.
We have the opportunity to work with big companies such as Nike and to meet current and future NBA stars. We are Hoops High.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more Hoops High. Once again, I'm Michael Ingram.
And I'm Pavante Sneed.
And as you can see, Trayvon Prophet sitting over there talking to North Lawndale's coach, Lewis Thorpe. And you see Jimmy Free Throw Sanders and the coach from the Knicks, Coach Trey, a.k.a. Allison. Everybody's out here having fun. Nobody really out here warming up.
We got 1 minute left in the halftime.
West Haven All-Stars is up by 9. Score is 21-30. I think Hoops High gonna turn it up in this half. What you think?
Yeah, I think they got to, man. They got to.
I think either somebody gonna throw an alley-oop or somebody gonna get dunked on.
I want somebody to get dunked on.
Or an alley-oop or something. That'd be pretty good.
I want to see somebody get dunked on. Yes, as we finna get ready and kick off this second half.
Yes.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching us.
Especially tuning in. That's tuning in every week. Watch football, basketball games, you know.
Some of everything.
Some of everything. Number 0, Timothy Triplett. Number 6, Marlon Jones. Number 5, Arion Hurd. Number 1, Michael Matthews. Number 8, Taiwan McNary is the people that's on the court for the West Haven All-Stars. Number 4, DeQuantis Jackson. Number 10, number 1, Trayvon Prophet. Number 3, Darius Mason. Number 7, Daryl Nolan. Number 8, DeMontre Enos is the people that's on the court for the Hoops High All-Stars. Timothy with the ball is stripped. Oh, he's called for a foul.
That was a great drive.
I think Daryl would have poked something. He was ready. You seen how he took off?
Yeah.
Timothy to the line for his first free throw. He's actually sporting hyperfusions.
Yes. He attends Crane. As he shoots his second free throw and it's no good. We got Trayvon with the ball, bringing it up the court. Pass to DeMontre. DeMontre back to and it's stolen.
Marlon Johnson. Marlon go dunk.
Can I get a dunk?
Oh! Marlon with the great dunk.
Look like LeBron a little bit. Ooh, he got number 6 on too. All LeBron needs to do is grow his dreads. He'll be on.
DeMontre with the ball. DeMontre with the shot block. Trayvon with the rebound, and it's good. Number 1, Michael Matthews gives it to Timothy Triplett. Timothy Triplett gives it to number 8, Taiwan. Taiwan gets a strip. The Quantis with a great way to get out of there. Quantis, kicks it out. Trayvon for 3, and he misses. Daryl Nullum with the rebound, and he's fouled.
Yes, I think Quanti should have went on and took that layup.
I think so too. He no, that's a great. I'm still shocked about Marlon's dunk. I mean that has really got me up and out my seat. Daryl Nullum to the line for his first free throw after he was fouled by number 1, Michael Matthews. Daryl to the line. Daryl misses his first free throw.
The PSAs, drama, and documentaries that you see between breaks on Hoops High are produced by Free Spirit Media students at North Lawndale College Prep High School, the Gary Coleman Youth Center, and Powerhouse High. We hope that you enjoy the stories and the messages that we young people are sharing.
Marlon Jones with the ball. He passes it to Timothy. Timothy gives it to Arion. Arion gives it to the big fella down low, number 8, Taiwan. Trayvon. Oh, Trayvon getting out that jam. Pass it to Quantis. Quantis passes it to DeMontre. DeMontre for 3. And he misses. DeMontre is really off today for 3. But it's not like it's a real game. It's an all-star game, so everybody's having fun.
Yes, West Haven still got the lead. 33-23.
Darryl with the ball.
Can I get a dunk?
Darryl out the jam. Darryl with the L1. And it rolls off in front of the rim. I think Darryl wanted to dunk it. Yeah, I think he wanted to dunk it. See Jimmy free throw Sanders telling him what he should have did in order for it to be a dunk. Darryl to the line once again. To the line for his free throw. It is good. Darryl Nullum hits his first free throw. As you can see a shot of the Hoops High bench. Darryl hits both his free throws. Timothy Triplett with the ball. He's bringing it up the court. Timothy for 3, and it's no good. DeMontre with the rebound. DeMontre pushing the ball up the court. DeMontre gets to DeQuanis. DeQuanis is beat up in the air, and no foul is called. Trayvon for 3.
I knew it.
And it's good.
It's good, though.
Trayvon Profit with a great 3.
Please check out the Free Spirit Media website at www.freespiritmedia.org or check us out on YouTube. Search Free Spirit Media to view our YouTube channel.
DeQuanis Jackson with the great block.
The little man.
Marlon Jones is calling for the ball. Arion for 3. And it's no good. DeMontre. He gives to Darryl. Is Darryl going to dunk it?
His head almost hit the rim.
Nullum with the great dunk. Darryl head almost hits the rim. Yeah. DeMontre. Is DeMontre going to dunk it?
Back to back.
DeMontre dunk. And it's good. 2 back-to-back dunks.
Yes, the score is now 33-32. West Haven still up by 1. You feel me? They finna trap him.
2 exciting dunks back-to-back. That's something. DeMontre. Trayvon with the ball. Is Trayvon going to dunk it? He gives it to DeMontre. DeQuanis gives it to DeMontre. DeMontre.
And
1.
Count it.
Gives his team a 1-point lead. Yes. And the West Haven All-Stars call a timeout.
Yes, now they're down by 1.
Yes.
34-33.
And with that being said, I'm going to toss to a quick PSA.
I'm going to be turning all these heads at the game tonight. ShortyBed.com.
75% of teenagers will have had sex by the time they are 20. Girl, where you going?
To the game. You like my makeup?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm going to get too many shorties number tonight, man.
First of all, you got on too much makeup, and you need to get your priorities straight. Boys is not the only thing in life.
Girl, you tripping.
U.S. teenagers are more than likely to have sex before the age of 15. This is the female student mentor class. I really think you would like it here. It's where girls help other girls build their self-esteem.
Hi, this is Scottie Pippen, and you're watching Hoops High.
And we're back with more Hoops High. Darryl Nullum with the great dunk, and then DeMontre Enos with a with a great steal and dunk. Trayvon Profit should have got him a dunk in too.
Yeah, he tweaking though. He slipped a little bit.
I think if Cortez was down there to give him a boost like they was doing during warm-ups, that would have been a dunk. You see everybody yelling, yeah, with the great defense. Tashawn Curry, a.k.a. TC, with the ball. Gives it to number 3.
Way off.
Yes, way off. Number 3, Patrick McCown with the air ball 3. Number 6. 3.
Just walking to it.
Terrence Jones with a walk-in 3. DeMonte Hawkins, a.k.a. the dribbling machine. See, watch this. Size up. DeMonte to the basket. Oh, and it's off the glass. Monte Hawkins with the off-the-glass layup. Oh, wow, man. This is a great game.
Yeah, it's 37, 35. Hoops Highway.
Devin Weathers gives it to Mr. Jackson. Cortez for 3.
And that's blocked.
It's blocked. Tashawn Curry going to give him a dunk?
Nah.
Oh!
Oh, he hits his head.
Tashawn Curry hits his head. That's wow. You see him in agonizing pain.
Great sportsmanship by Cortez, even though he got the block. You feel me? He's the reason he kind of fell.
Wow.
Great way to help him up, man.
Curry. Oh, wow.
Did you see?
That hurt my head.
He go to replay of it.
Yeah, you see Big Cortez with the great block. Oh! The back of his head.
Yeah, his head snapped kind of hard, man.
Yes, you see his face. He's in a lot of pain.
Yes.
He look like he good now.
Yeah, that was great sportsmanship, though, by the team.
By both teams. And it was out of bounds off Tashawn Curry. Man, I just hope he good. He gonna have. He telling his coach he's straight. Say put me back in. He say put me back in. I'm straight. Devin Weathers with a missed 3. Patrick McCown with a great rebound. Monte Hawkins, the dribbling machine. Monte on the drive. Monte with the step back. Monte with the shot and his miss. Devin Weathers with the great rebound. He's stuck. He doesn't have anyone to pass to. He passes to Demetri Kington. Demetri passes it to Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson gets to Cortez. Cortez for a 3. And it's missed. Marlon Jones with the rebound. Marlon Jones pushing the ball up the court. Marlon Jones gives it to number 4, Deion Mayfield. And it's out of bounds on Cortez Matthews.
No one has scored for the last 3 minutes.
I know. Malik Barnyard for 3. And it's missed. Cortez with the great rebound. He gives it to Devin Weathers. Devin Weathers pushed the ball out of bounds off Devin's foot.
Great D.
Yes, out of bounds off his foot. I don't think he could have got that ball. I mean, it wouldn't have been fair. Inbounding the ball, Malik Barnyard with the ball. Malik with the up and under, and is fouled by number 10, Demetri Kington. This is a great game, man. I mean, you know. Malik Barnyard with his first free throw, and is good.
True. Don't forget to stay tuned for the Free Spirit Media News at the end of this broadcast. It comes on at 9:50 every Saturday. Learn about what's going on in Chicago and find out the latest and the most important issues with teams.
Devin Weathers with the ball. He's pushing it up the court. He gets to Demetri Kington for 3, and he misses. Marlon Jones with the rebound. Malik Barnyard calling for an outlet. Is he going to lob it to Marlon? No, Malik pulls up for 3. He gets his own rebound. Malik is blocked by the other Malik Madlock, and he's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Devin Weathers with the ball. He's pushing it up the court. He gives it to Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson from the Celtics for mid-range is no good. Marlon Jones with the rebound. Uh-oh. Is it going to be a lob? Oh, Cortez cut him off. Cortez cut him off. That would have been my
play, man.
That would have been. Devin Weathers with the spin off the glass, and it's good. Devin Weathers, a.k.a. Baby D Rose from Shirts. Monte with the crossover. And Monte is fouled. See, that's how he
taking turns.
Right. See how Monte Hawkins just crossover, dribbles a lot and just does a crossover. Monte to the line for his first free throw. And it's good.
Yeah. Score is now tied 39-39.
Monte to the line for a second free throw. And he misses. The game is tied, still tied 39-39. Demetri with the ball. Monte Hawkins with the great steal. Monte pushing the ball up the court. Oh, Monte. Oh! Monte got a little bit too fancy and he lost it. He couldn't get his hand on the ball. This is a great game. Subs?
Yes. With that being said, we're going to toss to our sideline and put Tiffany Moore with a courtside update.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Moore, and I'm here courtside at the Hoops High All-Star Game, where we have the West Haven All-Stars taking on the Hoops High All-Stars. For the Hoops High All-Stars, we have Darrell Wellham, number 7, and number 6, DeQuanis Jackson. For the West Haven players, we have Marlon Jones and Monte Hawkins, who have been doing extremely well. This game is now 39-39 with Hoops High All-Stars doing really well. They came up from a 9-point loss at the half. And now I'm going to toss it back to our announcers.
Thanks, Tiffany, for that great sideline report. You see the 2 and only, Michael Ingram and
Quavante Sneed.
Exactly. The best announcers in the world. Quanis Jackson with the ball. He's pushing it up the court. He gets to his Celtics buddy, Darius Mason. Darius misses his 3. Monte Hawkins with the rebound. Monte Hawkins pushing the ball up the court. He gives it to Marlon. Marlon with the fadeaway, and it's no good. Quanis Jackson. You see DeMontre Eno is calling for an outlet. Darrell Nullin with the ball. Is he going to dunk?
He should have rose up, though, man.
Instead of just trying to draw a foul. That would have been a pretty good thing. He got to be like LeBron, take the contact and then dunk it. Trayvon with the D. Trayvon gives it to Malik. Malik gives it to Marlon, and it's off Darius Mason's foot. Kicks. See, Marlon still trying to get him a dunk in. And he missed. I mean, if I was Marlon Height, I'd be dunking something decent. Oh, number 4. Deion Mayfield with the great 3. Gives his team a 3-point lead. Quanis Jackson. Oh, Quanis on the drive. Quanis is good. With the D-Rose layup off the glass. Mr. Mayfield with the miss. Layup. Darrell Nullin gets the ball. He's pushing up court. DeMontre Enos is it for another dunk. He lays it up. See, just winning game was getting very interesting. DeMontre gives us a layup. That would have been a pretty good thing to give us another dunk. I would have been pretty happy. Subbing into the game is the whole starting 5 again. No, starting 4. DeMonte Hawkins to the line for a second. For the second time in this game. DeMonte for the free throw, and it's good.
Yes, indeed.
DeMonte Hawkins to the line for a second free throw. DeMonte misses. Darrell Nullin with the ball. Quanis Jackson with the hesitation gives to DeMontre. DeMontre misses the layup. DeMonte Hawkins with the ball.
I was just going to say he don't pass the ball.
Who, Monte?
Yeah.
He passed the ball, but he just having a lot of fun. He's a goofy dribbler.
Yes, as Michael Suggs back in.
For number 9, DeMonte Hawkins.
Now we got Taiwan at the line. Taiwan has 16 points, man.
17 now.
Yes. Screw me.
Taiwan to line for a second, and it's good.
He don't waste no time shooting his free throw.
He don't even dribble. He's catching and shoot. Trayvon for 3. And it's no good. Darius. Oh! Marlon Jones with a great backboard block. Arion Hurd with the save. DeMontre Enos with the ball. He slips. I think it's a west spot right there. It's a west spot. DeMontre almost hurt himself. Arion with the ball. Arion pull up. Arion misses. Quanis. Timothy with the ball. Timothy gives it to number 8, Taiwan, who has 20 points. DeMontre Enos with the layup on the other end gives his team a 2-point. Gives his team 2 points, which brings them down, brings their Brings the West Haven leads down to 2. This is a pretty interesting game.
If you just can't seem to get enough of Hoops High, friend us on Facebook. Get to know the crew and what's going on into every Hoops High production.
And if you can't seem to get enough of me, Michael Ingram, you can friend me on Facebook at Michael Ingram. See Trayvon Prophet and Timothy Triplett hitting each other heads after his free throw. You see Marlon Jones with the great tip in. Number 3, Darius Mason with the size up. Kicks out to DeMontre. Is DeMontre going to hit this 3? No, and he misses. Out of bounds on a big man, Marlon Jones. Oh! Almost an alley-oop off the inbound. That would have been a great highlight. DeMontre Enos for 3, and he misses. DeMontre misses all his 3 points. I'm sorry, but he sure can't dunk that though. Oh, he almost caught Marlon with that dunk though, and he's fouled by Marlon Jones. DeMontre Enos set a line for his free throws. This is going to be a very, very, very interesting game. Daryl Nullum almost dunked the ball off the inbound. That would have been a highlight of the day. Highlight of the century, actually. DeMontre Enos to the line for his first free throw. And it's no good. His team is down by 5 points. Score is 45-50 West Haven's way. DeMontre to the line for a second free throw. And he missed that one. Cortez with a bat-around rebound.
Yes. We know we are not always perfect, but we are working hard and we are always learning. We thank you for your support and your encouragement. Oh, great block.
By your buddy, Cortez. Marlon gets all of these rebounds and still couldn't put the ball up. Couldn't put the ball in. He's pretty big. He looks pretty tired, though. Oh, Mr. Jackson with the side. DeMontre open for 3.
Can I get
and
one?
He hits.
Thank you.
DeMontre Enos finally hits a 3.
Score is now 50-48. Still West Haven way. But you got Timothy bringing up the ball.
Yes, Timothy bringing it up slow, sporting the hyperfusions. Gives it to Marlon. Marlon for the mid-range, and it's no good. Devin Weathers with the ball. Devin pushed the ball great past to Cortez. Cortez gives to Mr. Jackson from the Celtics. Devin gets the ball. He passes DeMontre. DeMontre for 3.
One more for me.
And it's good.
Clutch.
DeMontre Enos with 2 clutch threes gives his team a 1-point lead. Score is 51-50. Getting ready to sub into the game is number 9, the dribbling machine, Monte Hawkins. Number 0, Timothy Triplett with the ball. Timothy for 3. And it's good.
DeMontre. Back to back. They having fun, man.
Yes. Timothy with the clutch 3. Cortez for 3.
Oh!
And it's
oh!
It is foul!
44. The score is now 54 to 40.
54 to 53. Cortez with the and 1
clutch
to the line for his first 4-point play.
Man, we got 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game, man.
I can't believe he hit that.
I told you, big homie got us.
He can shoot better than me. And Cortez just made Hoops High history with the first ever 4-point play. Timothy with the ball. Timothy with the pull-up, and it's good.
Oh,
Timothy ties the game. Score is 55-55.
Want to see more Hoops High games? Now you can see it 4 games on iHigh. Go to www.ihigh.com/hoopshigh to see games from the past or stream live from your home.
And if you want to see more of me, Michael Ingram, you can actually go to iHigh and look at some of my football games on there. You could probably get a chance to see some of Corvante Sneed too. Cortez for 3 again, and it's missed. Devin Weathers with the rebound and assist. Malik Matlock with the missed layup. Demetria Keaton with the steal. Devin Weathers for three. And it's good. Devin Weathers gives his team a 3-point lead. Monte Hawkins with the ball. Monte Hawkins on the job, and Monte Hawkins is fouled.
Yes.
This is a very exciting game. Score is 58-55 with 1 minute and 3 seconds left. The Monte Hawkins to the line for the third time this game. Monte with the free throw, and is good. These are clutch free throws at the moment right now. Monte Hawkins to the line for his second free throw. And it's no good. Marlon Jones with the rebound. And he's fouled. And he's fouled by Malik Madlock. Man, Marlon is pretty strong and long. I mean, I wouldn't really want to battle to get the rebound. Marlon to the line for his first free throw. And it's good. Score is 58-57. Hoops Highway, and Marlon misses his free throw. Devin Weathers with the ball, and he's fouled.
We got 57.4 seconds left in the game. Yes. It is finna get real, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, this is where amazing happens. Mr. Jackson with the ball from the Celtics. I think he's just going to waste time. That's a pretty smart thing to do.
Yes, if they don't put no D on him.
Yes, Cortez with the ball. Cortez gives to Dimitri. Dimitri gives it back to Cortez, and it's stolen.
Yeah.
Jump ball. Jump ball, Hoops Highway. 32.4 seconds left on the clock with Hoops High leading by 1.
Great D.
Cortez with the ball. Malik with the ball. Cortez gives it back to Cortez. Cortez with a great layup. Score is 60-57 with 19 seconds left on the clock. I wonder what is he going to do? He's going to spot up for a 3? What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Timothy with the ball. Timothy for 3. And it's missed. I think that just probably cost his team the game. Score is 60-57 with 4 seconds in. Oh, that should have been out of bounds.
2.2 seconds left on the clock with a 5-man call.
Yes, unless Devin Weathers misses both of these free throws.
That's game.
That's game.
True.
2 Chainz.
He got 2 free throws. And he number 2.
He actually going to get number 1 because Trayvon took it. Unless Devin misses this free throw and they get a rebound in timeout, game is over. Uh-oh. Oh, see? See? This is, I told you. Unless somebody can come through with a clutch 3, that's game.
It is finna get real.
This is, I'm happy. Q's happy. You know? Unless somebody can get a clutch knockdown 3, then that's game.
Send it to overtime. They get 3. I just see DeMontre, who hits 2 clutch threes, but couldn't hit none at the beginning of the game.
Right. See, that I told you.
That's much in the clutch, shorty.
Told you that those are some players that they should watch out for. DeMontre, because when he don't hit nothing, that's when it's gonna get critical. He's gonna keep shooting until he comes out of that slump.
Right way to do it.
West Haven has 2 seconds left on the clock. Score is 60-47. Arion Hurd getting ready to inbound the ball. I told you at halftime, when we was coming out of halftime, Hoops High was going to turn it up, and guess what they did?
Turn up.
Turn it up. They walked in and turned up.
I walk in and I turn up. Great D by
Uh-oh. Number 4.
Is it? Oh!
Hey,
looked kind of good, but that's the end of the game.
Devin Weathers actually got away with a hit on the leg.
Great game. Yes,
Hoops High takes the lead.
Yes.
I mean, takes the game. I'm sorry.
Score was 60 to 57.
Yes, indeed.
Both teams came out and did their thing, man. They had fun today.
Yes, indeed.
My little homie Cortez got him a 4-point play. Yes. With that being said, I'm going to toss to our sideline reporter, Tiffany Moore.
Hi, I'm Tiffany, and I'm here as the player of the game, DeMontre. So, DeMontre, how does it feel to be the player of the game?
It feels good. You know, we worked hard. We wanted them more.
So, I know at the beginning you couldn't hit any of your threes, and then at the end you became clutch with 2 of them. So, how does that feel?
No, I was just trying to warm up. That's all. That's all I need is to warm up.
So, I know this is your first time playing with some of these guys. So, how do you feel your team vibed as a whole?
Well, we played with each other over the summer, and some of us played in 8th grade together, so we already was used to each other. So
this is the first ever Hoops High Free Throw Classic All-Star game. So how does it feel to win the first one and to be the player of the game?
Oh, it feels good. It feels good.
So is there anything else that you want to say about this game or anything in general?
One of the best games I ever played in the All-Star game.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on being player of the game. You can check us out every Saturday at 8 p.m. on CAN TV, Channel 19. Thanks for watching Hoops High.
Oh, Trayvon for 3.
I knew it.
And it's good.
It's good, though.
Number 0, Timothy Triplett with the ball. Timothy for 3. And it's good. The steal. Devin Weathers for 3. And it's good. He attends Al Arabi. Oh! Number 6. Oh, 3.
Just walking to it.
Terrence Jones. Terrence Jones gives a big Cortez. Cortez for 3, and it's good.
Big homie.
By your CA, buddy. Oh, DeMontre with the block. Terrence with the ball. He passes it to Cortez. Cortez takes it up over Tyshawn Curry, and it's good. Marlon with the ball. Marlon kicks it out to Arion. Arion for the dunk, and it's good. Good. DeMontre. Oh, he gets the dunk. Is Dell going to dunk it? Oh! You see Marlon Jones with the great tip here.
And 1.
DeMontre with the and 1 basket. A dunk. Oh, Marlon Jones with the dunk. DeQuanis gives it to DeMontre. DeMontre.
And
1. Count it. Gives his team a 1-point lead. Pushing up the court. Gives to Marlon. Is Marlon going to dunk? Marlon for the layup. Oh, Mr. Jackson with the side. DeMontre open for 3.
Can I get
and
one?
He hits.
Thank you.
Marlon Johnson. Marlon going to dunk.
Can I get a dunk?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. DeMontre. Is DeMontre going to dunk it? Oh, back to back. Shorty dunk. And it's good. When he passes to the big man down low, number 8. Tawan with a great shot, and it's good. Devin gets the ball. He passes DeMontre. DeMontre for 3.
One more for me.
And it's good.
Clutch.
DeMontre Enos with 2 clutch threes gives his team a 1-point lead.
You can watch Hoops High on CAN TV, Channel 19, every Saturday at 8 p.m. Please visit www.hoopshigh.org to learn more. Hoops High and Free Spirit Media would like to thank our sponsors. We are grateful for their support in making our mission of youth media education and opportunity possible.
Hoops High is family, communication.
Enjoy it. Hoops High is
astounding, creativity,
commitment.
Hoops High is exciting, meaningful.
Hoops High is technology, spirit,
a community. Hoops High is home, love, dedication,
inspired.
Hoops High.
if they probably never was exposed to it, they probably would have never have done it, but it's something that you see that interests people a lot.
I never worked with a camera, you know, it was my first time learning about a camera, you know, zooming in, zooming out. It was a real good experience for me, you know. I think it changed a lot in me too. It changed how I think, and it changed like something I like to do in life.
When I get older, I want to be some type of actor. So being in this classroom really helped me out, really exercise my ability to act.
We shooting it and we shooting it off like what we done been through, and like people get to see it and they watching it and they liking it.
Like young kids in the community can do stuff that's like worth some type of value.
Meet Jaden, a 16-year-old from Chicago. He likes reading, playing basketball, and daydreaming. As one of 75 million youth in America, he is the future of our country. But today, Jaden's future is uncertain. A new economy is evolving as Jaden tries to find his way in a school system where more than 42% of students drop out and even more fall behind. For Jaden and others like him, the future looks grim. But there is hope. Youth media programs connect with kids like Jaden, moving them from discouragement toward opportunity through the power of communication. Jaden learns about journalism, technology, and culture. He spends his time engaged at school, in youth centers, and at libraries. He discovers how to observe the world around him and share his own stories. He becomes one of more than 10,000 teens involved in the Chicago Youth Voices Network, a collection of innovative programs that come together with a bold vision to reach more people like Jaden, to transform education, and to shape the health of our city. Together, the network gives vision to the journalists, artists, engineers, and leaders of our future. One story, poem, film, blog post, one youth at a time.
Friends asked me who I aspired to be like when I grew up. I always told them Rihanna. She was different, and she wasn't afraid to show off her differences to the world. And of course, because she's rich. All this has me thinking, is Rihanna really the perfect role model? I asked myself, Diamond, what's good about her? Diamond, what's the best about her? My response is, I like her style in music, but I don't like the way she portrays herself in music videos. Looking at these negative images across the screen bothers me. Why do my little cousins and their friends have to grow up listening to these types of things?
I do think that teens are definitely shaped sometimes by the celebrities or images that are projected in the media. It is something that is concerning to me. I think that more and more what we see on TV is what we tend to make our ideals of what beauty is or a lifestyle is. And definitely, it does influence our youth. But I think that that is something that also can be altered through role models.
Role models are there to give you some sort of path, a blueprint of sorts.
Chris Brown.
Mary J. Blige.
Derrick Rose.
Tim Tebow was one.
Denzel Washington.
Common, kind of rapper, actor.
Lil Wayne, Jay-Z.
As a young person and growing up to where I am now, they have never been celebrities. So my concept around role models is not quite the same.
A big thing for me is the videos. I don't watch videos anymore. I barely turn to channels like BET, VH1. I'm not a big video person, and a large part is because I don't like what I see.
I was told that being light-skinned, I was supposed to conduct myself a certain way. So I think all of that came to be, I guess, through maybe more so media and things that were shown on TV.
I think they show a lot of negative images in terms of, you know, only showing light-skinned beauties. Everybody has to have a weave and long, pretty, curly hair, whether it's your hair or not. So I think it causes self-esteem issues in young women to say that if I don't look like this, then I'm nothing.
Our culture has become very desensitized to what we see and what we hear.
The media promotes sex.
Come here, rude boy, is you big enough? Take it, yeah, baby, yeah, take it.
And violence.
Gucci man, make the trap, hey!
Because America loves sex and violence.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying
it's the media's responsibility because they control how the rest of the world views us. But I think their primary motivation is to continuously keep us in a role of genocidal, homicidal maniacs.
Media benefits a great deal from negative depictions of all people.
People are being tricked, and people want to be in that lifestyle. You know, they want to be Rick Ross. You know, they want to be Meek Mill. They want to be some of these guys that go to jail, you know, for you know, gun charges or stuff like that.
License and registration. What's the problem? Speeding.
Man, you must be new or something, man. We the best, man.
License and registration.
Somebody on the other end of those negative images has a check.
We use music as a way of survival from slavery days until now. When Master said you can't go to church, you can't read, you can't do this, you can't do that, we would sing and create our own hymnals and spirituals, and would beat on the rock outside and stomp on the ground.
The origins of music as a whole was slave hollers and slave calls, you know, on plantations. You know, like, that's where music came from. Like, we are the originators of music, so we can make everything. It's just the fact that they don't let everything that we make, they don't publicize everything we make for a reason. And I think that the reason is because they want us to be viewed in one light.
We have modern day examples of coons and mammies in the media. We have modern day examples of people being shiftless and lazy in the media. We don't see again the full spectrum of who we are and what we are.
If you haven't read the Willie Lynch letter, it talks about how to make a slave, you know. We talk about, nobody's ever really taken a look at what damage, psychological damage, happened to the black community post-slavery.
After slavery, there was still an involuntary slavery system in place that used the propaganda of the time. That's when you started seeing these images of blackface. You saw images of blacks acting as simpletons. And if we look, and we don't have to look very hard, if we look at the media today, we see all of the current day structures still in place. We still see those same images. You have all of the networks, if we're looking at representation of all of the top networks, they're all, for the most part, run by old white men.
I think opportunities to talk about things that are great, things that our young people are doing at this school, things that our young people are doing all over the city, they're never talked about, they're never discussed, they're rarely if ever shown.
In the beginning, I set out to discuss the ethical responsibility of celebrities and ended up discussing slavery in the media. I started to blame celebrities for the mixed messages and negative depictions they portray to youth like me. I realized that owners of the media outlets play a role too. Celebrities have an undeniable responsibility to serve as role models. I believe we can make some changes. Let's replace this negative with some positive.
I want to be a teacher.
I want to go to the Air Force.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to be an actress when I grow up. People say I don't have enough knowledge.
But people say I'm too weak.
But people tell me I can't make it.
But people say I never make it. Teamwork make the dream work.
But I know my dreams can be reality.
Be you.
Stop being a dream killer.
Be a dream instigator.
Be a dream instigator. Be a dream instigator.
Be a dream instigator.
People knew. And people in the streets knew. The New York Times is publishing this all the time. They knew. I don't think we could defend ourselves by saying we didn't have the information. We had the information. It just wasn't in our best interest to act upon it.
It is amazing that a whole nation can sit by and watch a mass killing go on. I always thought about it. How can a whole nation follow one person that wanted to kill so many people?
I believe that the Holocaust was not a unique event. I think to say that the Holocaust is unique, and I frown on scholars that say that the Holocaust was a unique event. I think to say it's unique is to say that it could never happen again.
People in the United States knew about what was going on during 1940, 1945. But is it possible for another Holocaust to happen again?
Genocide stems from thinking that my world would be better without you in it, without you and your kind. And I think that that is the key to genocide, is this idea of racism. It's easy to kill someone if you dehumanize them, if they're parasites, if they're vermin, as you saw in the Holocaust.
A man named Raphael Lemkin spent his whole life developing the word, and then in 1942 trying to get Americans to believe that there was a genocide going on in Europe. Ultimately, he came out of the war and impressed the United Nations with the fact that genocide is a term that people should be aware of. His idea of genocide was that it's an attempt to either kill, deal with whole collections of people because of who they are.
With the killing of 6 million Jews, which was, in those days there were 16 million and 6 died. So it was 40% of the Jews of the whole world. And about 85% of the Jews in Europe died because of were killed, were assassinated.
We sometimes use the term baby steps. You know, it may start with names, and then it goes on to accusations and charges, and maybe maybe there are laws, and people get excluded. But at one step at a time, and before you know it, it's moved from here to there, and people haven't noticed it very carefully. They're just not paying attention. Because we knew what was happening fairly early. There was a Jewish man in Switzerland who used the State Department international lines to send a message. And the message essentially said, there are mass numbers of killings in Poland and Eastern Europe, and they're directed toward Jews, and they will continue.
They couldn't really figure out how to implement a large-scale rescue behind German lines while they're trying to fight this global war on both sides.
The reason why I study history is because war is the most complicated thing in the world. I want to understand how these things happen and why we go to war in the first place.
I not only believe the United States didn't do enough, but I think it had opportunities that it missed on. I'll give you a good example. 1940 to 41, there was a man named Jan Karski. He's a member of the Polish underground. He's in the Warsaw Ghetto. He sees what's happening. There are people dying, people who are leaving every day, people are being killed. He gets out of the ghetto, he gets to the United States, and he talks to the President of the United States, and he describes what he's seen. Now you have the information that's gone from its source to the man who could do the most about it. And Roosevelt turns his head and says, that's not the goal of this war.
General Eisenhower, this was before he was president, He was in charge, the American in charge of the European scenario. The first thing he said, take pictures, take films, because in 10 years or in a few years, people won't believe what we're seeing now.
From 1938 to 1944, the German Nazis escalated to alienate the race of European Jews. First, ordering them to register with the police and wear yellow star badges to mark them as Jewish, forcing them to ghettos and labor, and finally putting them into death camps. 6 million Jewish people died by Nazi hand.
I think people put suffering into perspective. You know, is it my suffering? What does it mean? How do I define my? You know, when I look at one individual, I know that one individual. And if that one individual is suffering in some respect, I can sympathize with that one individual. But if I don't know people like that one individual, then I can say, I don't know who they are. They are not like me. You know, you're like me, but they are not like me. So I can separate the thems from the me's. And by separating the thems from the me's, it's a lot easier to say, I don't have to care about them. You know, the people I care about are the ones closest to me. My friends, my relatives, the people next door. They're in my universe. Other people, I don't know them. I may not only care about them, I may think that they're part of the problem. And if I do that, it's easy to say, well, just let them go.
I'm starting to realize that people were not and still are not paying attention. I'm starting to see similarities between Nazi treatment of the Jews and the way people today treat each other in the United States.
Perpetuating that memory, it's important. I also think the role that we do as far as educating both the public and teachers and students about the fact that never again has been in some ways an empty promise. That was a promise made after the Holocaust, never again should this happen again, but it is happening again. And I think one of the special roles that our museum does so wonderfully and is so useful is that what we try to teach people is that yes, it's still happening again, but what can you as an ordinary citizen, as an everyday individual do to make a difference, both in your local and global community, to make never again a mandate for today versus an empty and unfulfilled promise.
The dignity of the human being should be above all. And saving one life is like saving the whole world.
Hey girl. This is why I can't stand dark skinned girls. They always have attitudes.
Man, you see that Lakers game last night?
Yeah, a couple of stuff.
I think I see my buddy Ryan over there.
Kiwante, what's up, man?
What's up, Ryan?
You see that game last night?
Yeah.
Man, those Lakers. Hey, we'll talk, all right?
I ain't cool for a white guy.
Why you just can't be a cool guy?
Who was this fool, man?
I ain't seen that cat before.
You sweet, man? Huh?
You nigga sweet? Fuck this, man. What away, man.
Somebody help me! Somebody help me, please!
One of my phone, man.
Hey, little bro. What's going on with you, man? Nah, I was messing with you.
What about you, sir? Do you think the colored students will show up?
If I got anything to do with it, they won't show up. Well, I think it's a breaking point of the school integration. I just don't feel that they have a right to go to school.
shouldn't understand racism solely as these individual acts of bigotry, because it takes away from how racism operates systemically.
Are the 911 tapes giving us a horrifying insight into the exact moment when this teenage boy who was carrying nothing but soda and Skittles.
So if we look at the recent Trayvon Martin case, it's not so much that George Zimmerman ran up to Trayvon Martin and shot him twice in the chest. The more important piece is that a system actually looked at the legal structure and said, we can't even arrest this person based on a particular legislation of the state, and giving Zimmerman the benefit of the doubt that he acted in self-defense, despite someone being unarmed and actually just having a bottle of tea and some Skittles, right? So again, I think that, so we can locate that, if we look at that in two ways, we can locate that in an act as an individual act, but I want us to pay attention to how the system responded to that individual act so we can have a deeper understanding of racism.
But racism is more of a systemic, institutional thing where there's not only individual actions, but systemic decisions that are being made that are impacting a whole group of people because of their race.
First and foremost, through institutions and systemic values that are pushed by these institutions.
A system that systemically disadvantages particular groups based on color, class, and position in society.
It's the systematic oppression of, of one people by another.
Treating someone inferior, or it's a belief of inferiority predicated on a person's race.
Racism is taught in schools because it's still taught in society.
Racism is really embedded in, in the history of American education.
Race has always played a part in education in the United States.
In the mid-1800s, and black children were denied access to the same schools that, that white children were able to attend.
Schools have always been sorting machines. And what I mean by sorting machines is it's always separated particular groups, whether it be by race, class, gender, but certain groups to rule and other groups to obey.
To the advantage usually of white Americans and to the disadvantage of people of color.
So when we're thinking about when the achievement gap starts to widen, what you're talking about is not necessarily the potential being limited. You're talking about the opportunities or the access to opportunities being limited.
I think it's important when we talk about racism to not think about it just as the act of an individual, but to think about how it operates in systems.
If we're saying we're going to provide an equal education and an equal opportunity to all kids, which we still say, but we don't do it. And we don't really believe that we're doing it. It's a lot of it is lip service. We say these things because they sound good. I mean, it goes along with the whole American ideal, fairness and equality. But how are you going to put your money where your mouth is?
So given the opportunity, people will be able to then meet the goals. But if they're not given the opportunity or the support to grow into that opportunity, then no.
I think white privilege is part of America, but I think it goes beyond America too.
It's obvious that white privilege is a critical part of, of the American education system.
The U.S. educational system will justify it. And what I mean by that is if you have a larger system that systemically disadvantages particular groups based on what they look like and where they live and who they are, then a school will be reflective of that.
When you think about schools that have populations of African Americans and Latinos as the predominant population, and you compare it against schools that have a predominantly white population, there's a stark contrast in resources, there's a stark contrast in expectations, in quality of instruction, as well as support from outside entities.
White privilege in a lot of ways is invisible. You don't realize that you're getting privilege, that you're advantaged until you really start becoming more aware of it and thinking more critically about it.
Based on how this person looks and where this person is from, they have a better chance of succeeding long term than someone who may look like myself and come from the areas that I come from.
In a city like Chicago, communities compete for resources, and it's hard sometimes in poor neighborhoods that don't have a lot of economic clout, because there may not be, businesses may have left the area, there may not be a lot to draw the attention of politicians to the area besides the alderperson. It can be hard to get resources for schools.
The whole educational system, from centuries back has been constructed to protect the privileges that white people have in the society. So it's definitely a part of the education system.
The problem with white privilege, I think, is the biggest problem with it is that it's not acknowledged by a lot of white people. And a lot of white people feel like whatever they've gotten is because they've worked hard for it, and if you want to get it too, well, work harder, because I worked hard for mine, you work hard for yours.
U.S. educational system.
Education
is the key to moving beyond racism.
I think it's important when we talk about racism to not think about it just as the act of an individual.
It's one that we have to keep pushing against. We have no choice.
But to think about how it operates in systems. I think that's really important as we start to untangle the definition of racism.
Because otherwise, we're creating two societies that are going in different directions.
Really a world I don't want to live in. I mean, I think we can do better than that, but I do think it takes intentionality.
Drive.
Personal success.
Perseverance.
Succeeding.
And resilience.
Power.
Where do we begin? So how do we begin to address this?
And they'll find a way if given the opportunity.
But I think we need to carefully revisit how we train teachers. I think right now we have too much regulation in terms of all the things that teachers are required to do that have nothing to do with learning. What would it mean for a teacher to actually have very intimate knowledge of political economy, of cognitive psychology, of organizing, of relationship building? What if those were foundations of a teacher educational program?
I think we have a lot of work to do as a country, and the disparity piece is it's incredibly disheartening, because we lose a lot of potential. I always tell my kids, I said, come on, I need you in school. That cure to cancer can be right there in that brain. I believe it's there. I believe we have potential leaders in all of the kids at my school. I just think it's our role to bring that out.
I heard you was talking to some boys. I'm not about to put up with you talking to other people. Your friends got you out here looking promiscuous. I'm starting to even wonder if I want to be with you anymore. If I see you talking to any other boys, we gonna have some problems.
Should I find new friends? Is he looking out for me? Does he love me? I don't get it. Why is he so controlling? although the situation I was in was bad, I still feel like I'm a survivor because, for one, I'm still here. And even if I wasn't, I still feel like I did all it took. I did what all I could to prevent the situation from going any further.
Well, I think, you know, everything kind of happens for a reason. Of course, something as traumatic as that you would never want to wish on anyone. However, it taught me so much. It taught me to be strong. It taught me to not always go with what everyone else is saying and go against the grain. It made me stronger because I found a voice. I never had a voice before.
Gender-based violence is something that happens disproportionately to women. It includes sexual assault, teen dating violence, domestic violence.
I think it can take forms from really severe abuse and sexual assault to more minor, what people consider minor, but I think that any like verbal aggression towards women could be sexual violence.
Gender-based violence is violence that happens disproportionately to one gender, and it's inclusive of sexual violence, domestic violence, and dating violence.
Historically, as a society and as human beings, we've sort of relied a lot on power and control. It's been exerted upon women because of patriarchy in our society. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why gender-based violence occurs.
I think it's become so entrenched in our system, and I think it's hard to change because certain people reap benefits from women being kept in their place, would be a way to think of it. And violence is a really effective, or even the threat of violence is a very effective way to keep people subservient and in their place. And
it started my sophomore year. I was dating an older guy. He was per se 26 at the time, and I was 18. He started finding me more and everything. So basically, it's like it was different situations I was put into that I didn't feel comfortable with, but I had to deal with it because that's what he wanted me to do. So if I didn't, we would fight, things like that. Like he even had another girlfriend or something, and me and her fought. It was like a lot of drama.
At the age of 16, a family member, which was my first cousin, is where I experienced a gender-based violence. I came home from school one day, and unexpectedly, he told me to go upstairs, change my clothes, and come back downstairs, not knowingly that when he came back, when I came back downstairs, that he was fully naked. The abuse went on until I was 18.
When it happened, she felt like it was her fault because she had gotten too close to somebody who her mother had warned her to stay away from. And I helped inform her that it wasn't her fault, that it's never the victim's fault.
Ages 16 to 24 are the highest age population that is being affected by these things that we're talking about, dating violence, sexual violence, and domestic violence.
It affected me negatively. I hated how I look. I hated everything about me. I didn't like the way that I talk. I didn't like the way that I look. I didn't like the way that I dressed. Nothing satisfied me because of the abuse.
There's something called post-traumatic stress disorder. That is one of the biggest impacts in terms of trauma. And so what they found out is that not only soldiers or war veterans had this, but people who experience sexual assault, people who experience domestic violence, also have these same symptoms.
A lot of things, especially trauma, gets stored in your brain as images, and it can, especially with survivors, it can become very hard to put words to those images because they are very strong images that sometimes inhibit you or paralyze you in a way. And so art gives you that space to bring those images out as images and kind of let them be.
Art therapy is the use of art with a trained art therapist, and trained meaning the person has gotten their educational degree or a master's in art therapy. And so art therapy can be used in groups or individual settings. It's basically using art as a way of talking and communicating and healing about things.
I think all forms of art can be very effective. I think art itself is such a powerful tool.
What's sometimes really great about art therapy is that it's using both sides of your brains. It's using your left and your right. So to process one thing, and it allows you to use your whole body in that kind of way, which sometimes talk therapy doesn't just allow you to do because it's just using your left hemisphere.
At first, I had no clue what art therapy was or what the aspects of it was.
I thought that they were talking about drawing and painting, and I'm not an artistic person at all. But when Ms. Tillett explained to me that you can use poetry and just photography, I got excited because I had never used photography before, and I love poetry. So it was a mixture of something that I'm used to and something that I'm not used to.
Before Girlfriends, I would kind of sugarcoat what I was saying, so it's like everybody could really figure out what I was talking about. Like they might have an idea, but they weren't for sure. But within Girlfriends and after Girlfriends, it was like, bam, this is what it is. This is what I'm going through. This is exactly how I feel.
Sometimes it was difficult for me to really communicate and articulate certain things about how I felt. And what I began to do was in the moment when I felt sad or when I had a bad day or when I had bad news, I would capture the moment by taking a picture. And when I look back, words sometimes can't express everything, but a picture can say a million words.
I had a boy I was working with, probably about 13 years old, and he had been in inpatient hospital because he tried to kill himself. And he was what I would call, you know, kind of an odd kid. You could just see he was the kind of kid who probably didn't fit in real well. He probably got made fun of at school and so forth. But one day he just decided that he wanted to do something different for that day. He wanted to build a fire, is what he said. So we had a wood shop area, and we went in there and we started gathering wood in there, started building a teepee kind of thing again. Got out some clay and made some like stones for this fire ring. And then he had the idea of he unwrapped some crayons and took the paper off those and put them at the top of the little teepee to make like flames. And once after we had built it, I said, okay, I wonder what we're gonna burn in this fire. Now we have a fire, I wonder if we're gonna burn anything else. And he said, like without hardly a blink, he said, evil. And I went, where are we going to get evil to burn? And again, he didn't say anything at all. He just went.
The art therapy really changed me in so many ways, and I definitely saw a dramatic improvement in just my healing process in general. And it gave me a different form of expressing myself and to allow others to see how I felt by the way of art.
At times I thought like my self-esteem kind of lowered, but then I thought about it, I'm like, I was not raised on these standards, and I wasn't raised like this to obey a man that's trying to control me or try to obey him in any way. We should be equal. It was hard for me to sit back and say, no, this is okay, when I know in the back of my head and in the front of my head it's wrong. So it was like, I thought of it like, it's my life or it's his life. Either I could save myself or I could get hurt in the situation.
Art itself is a way of expressing yourself. You can do anything with it, especially if you're coloring or, you know, painting. You can go crazy and people can tell exactly how you're feeling, and it helps to communicate to other people way better than talking to them would.
I live in a community where violence is everywhere.
I have seen horrible things.
I'm afraid for myself.
I am afraid for the smaller kids. I worry about what this neighborhood is coming to. That's why I go to a youth center.
That is why I work on my attitude.
That's why I'm nice to the kids around me.
I am my anti-violence.
I am My community's pro-peace.
Chicago is
a very large urban city. It's
a great international city.
Beautiful.
Home.
Full of lots of opportunities and challenges.
There's a lot of culture here.
My favorite city that I've ever been to.
Diverse.
Interesting. Tough. This is thought of as a tough city. The way people do business, the way they do politics is sort of, you know, bare fist, tough kind of way that they live their lives here.
But it is extremely segregated. I grew up on the south side and went to high school even further south, and I had classmates that had never ventured past 8700 South. So they had never gone downtown before. Ever. Ever.
And it seems to be more and more about the money. That may have always been the case. What does money mean to me? Wow, that's a philosophical question. Money is currency that buys you what you need, and if you have enough of it, what you want. It could come in any kind of form.
Money is a way that we have to exchange for goods and services. It's a medium of exchange. It's a thing that can be very useful in society, enabling businesses to be successful and people to be able to obtain the things that they need or want in their lives.
One of the reasons why everyone, you know, why you go to work, why you go to school, to make more money so that you can do what it is you want to do, you know. So I want to make $100,000 a year so that I don't have to worry about X, Y, Z. So I think in the grand scheme of things, to have money means I'm free to do the things that make me happy. Money doesn't make you happy, but it allows you the opportunity to do those things that do make you happy. So it's freedom.
At the city level, it starts with, what do you expect a city to do? The basic things are policing, garbage pickup, you know, functioning streets.
But I worry about us trying to balance the budget on the people who are least able, okay, to have those kinds of things. It looks to me like a lot of the services are very badly needed, and therefore I would like for us not to cut out essential services.
The symbolism of closing libraries or restricting access to libraries really troubles people. It's sending the wrong message. He would say that that's a mischaracterization of his position. He would say he didn't want to close libraries, that he felt that he had to make the tough choices.
It makes it more difficult for kids to actually go and do the research they need to do, okay? So one of the good things about having the libraries open at late hours and things like that, and on other days of the week rather than just weekdays, it helps the kids to be able to get access to the library. Well, if you close it during those times, then I think some people who are in greatest need of being there, they're not able to take advantage of the libraries because they're closed at that particular time.
My garbage budget will come down if you do what you're supposed to too. You know, so we don't have to pay people to walk up and down the street, sweeping the streets, picking up garbage off the sidewalk. On the way down this morning, I was waiting for the train, the red line, and some guy sitting next to me waiting, like he takes a drink out of his energy drink and then he just throws the can over his shoulder onto the tracks. And I didn't say anything because I didn't really feel like getting in a fight right then, but that really pisses me off. Why should we pay someone? Throw your stuff out.
I think right now most businesses are in fact doing pretty well in Chicago.
I haven't seen a ton of businesses close, so, but I haven't seen anything new open. And so what I would want from my neighborhood is there to be an influx of new businesses. There are plenty of beauty salons. There are plenty of hair care product places. There are plenty of fast food restaurants. There does not need to be any place else to get your hair cut, to get the clippers to get your hair cut, or to get a hamburger while you're waiting to get your hair cut. It's unnecessary. Susie Q decides, you know, this is the perfect time to buy, and I've bought my own property, and now I think then I'm going to buy a couple other properties because the interest rates are low. I can get this adjustable rate mortgage where it's only, 3 or 4%, and 5 years is going to go up. By that time, I can flip it and get rid of it. Well, 5 years comes, and now the market is burst. And so I can no longer sell the property as quickly, or I can't get a lower interest rate. And so what happens to Susie Q? Susie Q ends up going into foreclosure on that property. So now Susie Q's credit has, it's now hurt. She's gone to foreclosure. When she tries to, say Susie Q's car dies and she needs to buy a new car, but now Susie Q can't. Why? Because her credit isn't that good. So the money that she would have been able to pay to help the car dealer now can't get paid. So now the car dealer is affected because people aren't buying cars as much anymore.
There are these piggy banks, these pension funds that we as taxpayers theoretically are paying into every year, and that's to cover the cost of the services. Specifically, it's the way that the government is run here. It's the number of people who are hired and the things we agree to pay them, both currently in terms of their salaries and in the future in terms of their benefits. People who are pissed off because their benefits, their wages, or maybe their jobs entirely have been cut. Public safety. There are approximately 11,000 police officers in the city of Chicago. There are also several thousand support people in the Chicago Police Department. We not only pay their salaries now, but as one of the reasons you agree to be a cop is because you're going to have a retirement. You work 20, 25, 30 years, whatever it is, and at a certain point in time, you get to retire and you still get an income paid for by the taxpayers. That's part of the compensation package we agree to. We have not been paying into these funds to an adequate level. If everyone right now retired, who's able to retire goes ahead and retires, we don't have the money to pay for their retirement, and we should make sure everybody's compensated, because otherwise, people are going to want to work for rich districts because they make more money. Oh, wait a second, that's already happening. Anyway.
Education would be one of those areas where we really ought to invest more, not only at the high school level, but also at the junior college level.
Public schools, where I work and where I spend most of my time, have been taking a hit. They've been losing funding. Some opportunities aren't being presented to them because of diminished funding. Class sizes are larger, a lot of programs, extra programs don't exist. You're really providing just the basics. And when you cut those things, you're harming kids and you're harming their future.
I know that the city is beginning to take some steps in order to raise revenue by installing cameras and things like that at schools and parks and things like that to try to generate additional revenue.
It's a great city. You really can't afford to get cynical about politics, but I think everyone should be knowledgeable about politics. You don't have to be someone who's sitting there like, did you hear what Alderman so-and-so said, or what Representative so-and-so said? You don't have to get in the weeds, but on a basic level, like, why wouldn't you as a taxpayer want to know how your money is spent? And I think that a lot of times people, either they're too busy to pay attention, they think it's boring, or it just seems so complicated they're embarrassed to ask. I think people need to keep asking questions.
And I'm Michael Ingram. And this is your HoopsHIGh halftime show.
Watch it or watch nothing.
Hi, I'm Karen Jordan, and you're watching FSM News.
Hello and welcome to FSM News. I'm Dalia Engelbani.
And I'm Janelle Coleman. FSM News is a product of Free Spirit Media, which is a nonprofit organization that empowers youth voice.
Game Changer Chicago helps teens learn about STIs through fun activities.
Take a look at this new way to learn. Here's Quinton Moss with a story.
Game Changer teams hope to make a difference in the lives of other youth.
In this program, we are creating a video game, but we're going to teach teens about reproductive and sexual health.
In just a couple of weeks, participants create games that require its players to make wise decisions about sex and life. In one game, a married girl finds out she has chlamydia.
You're going to have different clues on basically how to guide her. You, as the gamer, you're going to decide whether she should stay or she should go back with her family.
In the process of making these games, the youth gain knowledge in the latest technology.
They're learning, for instance, Photoshop, Final Cut Pro, learning how to make games using Flash, using web, HTML.
We worked on a lot of different things, mostly just like photo, video, audio, and like everyone does filming and everyone does little pictures.
The games are not just for teens who make them. Game Changers plan to make it available to others.
It's going to be a computer game, so you would play it on your computer, and then the audience would probably be teenagers and probably like 12-year-olds, but older people too.
Students enjoy the program so much that they will recommend it to others.
It's fun, really. You know, I'm not sure, have anyone like really designed the game in their life? I mean, it's something new, something to look forward to.
It's a fun experience to create a game, and you also learn about things that you didn't know, like AIDS and the kinds of different STDs and things like that.
Brainstorming for hours and testing the games until they're perfect takes a lot of work, but the Game Changer youth are excited to make a difference. Reported for FSM News, I'm Quinton Moss.
There's a very interesting program by the name of Now Is the Time.
Up next, in our Did You Know segment, we will introduce you to a program that has media and theater for teens.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to FSM News.
There is more to Now Is the Time than media and theater. They have literary events and so much more.
Here's more on the story.
Did you know that Now Is the Time is a citywide program that encourages the youth to make a positive change in the community? Through theater and other art forms, Now Is the Time aims to stop youth violence and intolerance. They offer workshops for educators, media making for teens, theater classes for teens, and so much more. Reporting for FSM News, I am Janelle Coleman.
Teens who are a part of Looking Glass Theater come together from different parts of the city and suburbs to make a change.
Looking Glass Lab is a great place. It's a lot of fun and you have to be really serious and into it. It's a theater program, but getting teens' perspectives.
Teens use theater as a way to express themselves.
When I got into theater, it just like opened me up and I found what I really love to do. It gave me a chance to explore different things and meet new people.
Teens in the Looking Glass Lab are creating an original piece of theater based on the theme youth violence.
It's something that's been growing a lot in the community, whether you're in the city or whether you're in the suburbs, whether you're in Ohio. I mean, there's youth violence everywhere. And I think it's a problem that needs to be addressed.
They want to see change in their community.
Really look at our communities. Look at the different gaps in the communities. Why is it that one community has everything and then this community has nothing?
The instructors hope that their teens gain many things from the program.
I hope that they're able to, just learn each other's lives a little bit and figure out how youth violence exists in their different worlds.
I hope that they realize that theater and being an artist of any kind is a channel and a vehicle for social change, and that it's a way to confront things and be political and express yourself and to grow, and that you can make an impact with the art that you make. Art is not always just for something to entertain us or to give beauty to the world. It can also change the way we think, the way we perceive things, and the way that we interact with others.
Reporting for FSM News, I am Janelle Coleman. At U-Media, teens get a chance to create their own style by participating in a fashion dump challenge.
The fashion program gives teens the opportunity to put their creative ideas to the test. Here's the story. The High Fashion Dump Challenge was designed to get teens involved in many aspects of the fashion industry and to spark more programs in other cities.
Basically as a way to on-ramp kids into, the fashion design industry, both as designers, but also, documentarians, bloggers.
During the High Fashion Dump, the teens create styles using clothing from a thrift shop.
In this case, we're reimagining thrift store, recycled clothes, and kids are gonna take this dump of clothes here and refashion them on these dress forms and come up with some really cool creative ideas.
The teens got together in groups and created their very own unique styles.
I put together an outfit on a mannequin, but it was with just 2 t-shirts and we had to pin it all together, and it turned out to be pretty cute.
I put together this ball gown kind of swoop-de-whoop kind of outfit. It just went along with some layers and stuff.
The teens had various reasons for their creations.
Real eerie, gloomy looking house that sat in this cemetery.
I just kind of thought of an outfit out of my head that I saw today on the street.
Some participants found the challenge to be difficult and others had no problem.
It was pretty challenging because I'm not used to thinking upside down and how things aren't supposed to go together.
In the end, students received the reality check on the fashion industry.
I learned the creative process of fashion designers. I never knew what it was till today. So I also learned I'm pretty good at designing stuff.
Reporting for FSM News, I'm Delia Ngubani.
Well, it's time for us to wrap up this week's newscast, but we will be back next week with more FSM News on the road.
Until then, check us out on Facebook. Search FSM News.
You can also find us on ABC7 Chicago's website under the community section. Have a great week. 3, 2, 1, that's a wrap.
What are you doing this again?
Nothing, just going to the banquet. How about you?
Same thing. Game Changer helps teens learn about STIs through fun activities. What was that?